Awesome. Yeah.
Yes, we had an absolutely fabulous, fabulous, fabulous time
Yeah.
celebrating Anne Marie's birthday on a catamaran in
Big
Tulum.
catamaran. Yeah,
It was pretty fantastic.
it
Well, I
was.
can't wait to hear more.
Thought about you guys a lot and dreaming into next level partnerships and collabs. It went so well. We've already are dreaming into next year. I think this is going to become a yearly event.
Yep, it is.
And wow, why is my screen flashing like that? I'm not at home yet. Yeah. So very excited to see how the next 6 month goes. But man, did we have fun.
Yeah.
Good.
We worked really hard and we had lots of fun. You know, we do lots of retreats, and Mishawn, how many have you been on? Like, we do
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
But the way Laura set this up, it was the funnest retreat. We worked hard, did work our
Yeah.
asses off, no doubt, but we had so much fun as well. And
Yeah.
that's something that I'd missed with the other retreats and stuff that, you know, we've done in the past. It was
Yeah.
always pretty serious and there wasn't really much fun stuff going on. But man, did we have fun.
Mhm.
We laughed so hard and
In the ocean.
yeah. Big, like there was tons of crying.
Pretty sure she's frozen.
Everybody know.
It was like the release valves were spurting off all over the place, and not from
powerful.
trauma. It was from pure love and joy and pushing our hearts. You know, we were joking about the Grinch's heart growing 3 times big. Like it was that kind of crying love.
Yeah.
So it was very, very cool and very fun. Such a diverse group of people because, you know, in the other circles that we sit in, you're going specifically to be healed. It's like a healing. You're going there to heal. But this is more about being visionary and seeing into the future and collaborations and more entrepreneur stuff. So yes, there was a healing component, but it wasn't focused on that.
Mhm.
Right.
So yeah,
So there was more of a focus on growth.
Mhm.
business stuff, how to move your business forward, how to create legacy partnership.
Yeah.
And what I facilitated, my day, my half day, that was the shadow work, that was like the breath work and the somatic movement
Yeah.
and all of that. So we got 2 hours of that, and the rest of the week was all the other stuff.
Right.
Well, and what did we do after you? I mean, we went in a sweat lodge. Like, it was
Right.
amazing.
Temescal. Yeah, so get this.
Yeah.
I take them through an hour and a half of breath work, somatic movement. I did full body energy clearings on everybody in the room,
Yeah.
cleared them out, told them to stay silent, and then they went down and did a Temescal immediately after I cleared them out
Nice.
For 2 hours.
for 2 hours.
And was it a gentle Temescal or was it
No, it
like
was gentle. Yeah, it was gentle.
Okay.
It was gentle. There was only me and one other person that had ever even done a Temescal before.
Okay.
But there was, you know, it was a female water bearer, which was very cool. And then the man, the male, you know, did the fire and like was the assistant.
Yeah.
Um, we only did 1 round, like, we stayed in for 1 round, not 4.
God.
So, it was, um and it was beautifully done, and the Mayan shamans do it different, like, I was trained in the Lakota, tradition on how to do sweat lodge, and then even doing it with Ash, she has her way,
Yeah.
but these guys, they don't just use plain water. They have herbs and fruit juices, and, like, they squished grapefruit on the grandmothers.
Okay.
And so they had their own
Honey.
secret sauces
And honey.
and honey.
Like the smells in there were just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then you know how um when you move the rocks around, in the Lakota tradition, they use antlers, like actual antlers, and
Yeah.
here they were just using sticks. So
Yeah.
same thing, just those minor differences. They sang different songs. Um, I had some of the songs that we learned
Yeah.
in Ashes circles come back to me like they had been gone. I hadn't, and then when I was in there in that environment, does anybody else want to sing? And some of the songs that we sang in
Yeah.
Texas, like they just started coming out of me and she handed me a drum. And so I started
Yeah.
doing stuff. I made the guy cry. Yeah, it was, yeah, I'm still riding the waves, man. It was epic.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was really good. And it may be my new favorite place to do retreats.
Yeah.
That whole resort or just yeah.
The whole resort, the way we
Yeah.
did it,
Yeah.
it was so smooth and so beautiful. I didn't come home traumatized and exhausted. Um, if anything, I'm just so full of piss and vinegar. I'm exhausted. I feel like the kid that falls asleep in their spaghetti because they're just so excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
That energy.
Perfect.
So yeah, it was really great. And I thought about you guys a lot and was like, how can we take this and create this elsewhere? The just the actual program itself, you could facilitate anywhere,
Right. Right. Yeah.
but I liked the way she planned it. Most people, they stack it in from 8 in the morning till 9 at night and you're so exhausted you can't even think straight.
Yeah.
And that's not how this was, and it was way better.
It allows you to integrate. It allowed me to integrate and just not come home overwhelmed because I had a lot to do when I got home. But yeah, it was very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Excellent.
We didn't see any Ogopogo or anything, however, but
Any what?
any Ogopogo or your Loch Ness monster.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
we
like
didn't
I knew the name, and I'm like, wait, I can't place it. And then I was thinking it was a Mexican reference, so I was
Yeah.
like,
But I did learn from one of the shamans there. He was a carver. It was actually the water pourer first said, she's, calling in, Tonantzin and like, doing her prayers and whatever. And then she called Quetzalcoatl in and called him the eagle. And I was like, eagle? We've always been told he's the feathered serpent.
yeah.
And so then at the resort, there was another shaman there, an older man. And he had carvings, jaguar carvings. And then Quetzalcoatl was there too. And I said, tell me in your tradition who Quetzalcoatl is. And in the Mayan tradition, he's a dragon. And
Which is
Kul
still a
Khan,
feathered serpent. I mean, right? Yeah.
yeah, but Kul Khan is the feathered serpent, the snake with wings.
Mm,
And Quetzalcoatl is not. So they actually consider them two different deities.
got it.
So it's just interesting, just a couple hours away from the pyramids, the it changes.
Right.
The theories change.
Yeah. Well, and I've been over on the West Coast, I guess you'd say, as well, in San Pancho, and we did a like a cosmology. They had like a fire ceremony and a cosmology thing they did for us over there, and it was totally different on that side too. Yeah, no Quetzalcoatl at all. Like it was
No
there was
Quetzalcoatl at all.
deer, yeah, like and all this stuff. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it was very interesting, very interesting. And pelican, there I had so many intimate relations with pelicans. That's never happened.
There was a bunch of them there. They were so cool.
Yeah, and I before you guys got like I went down a day early to integrate and talk, Laura and I getting things organized or whatever. So I had a whole afternoon by myself and I went far away. I walked down the beach, went far away and just, communing with the land and learning the land because I'd never been there before. And so I started singing some of the medicine songs and um two of them were swirling around and I started singing louder and they came and they were within 5 feet of me, sitting in the water, listening to me sing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So that was really cool, and so then I was like, "Well, that's weird." Like, I've never ever had any communication or intimate things with pelicans, so of course I had to look it up, the shamanic meaning of pelican.
So what did they have to share?
It's Christ consciousness.
Okay.
And yeah, and giving and yeah, it's really, really high vibe medicine. So
Cool.
which I didn't know. So that was kind of shocking. So that's how my weekend started or my week started playing with the pelicans.
Excellent.
That sounds like a story or a children's book or something, right? Playing with the
Yeah.
pelicans.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. And I can't, it's all falling out of my head, but I could write a little excerpt on it and put one of my pictures of the pelicans in because yeah, it's a neat little, it was a very cool experience hanging
Yeah.
out with the pelicans that they came so close. And
I
the dragons that were there,
Iguanas.
the iguanas, holy shit. Like where Anne's place was, like the way they built this resort, it was built in the mangrove. They
Yeah.
they they didn't tear the mangrove apart. They built it right in the mangrove. Like to get to my house, I had probably a 20-foot archway of
Yeah.
wood that I walked through to get to my house. Like you're literally in the wood, like in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it
And
was so stunning. That
it
little archway was so stunning.
it really was. It was magical. And so there's these iguanas everywhere. And then to get to Anne's place, there was a little rock path going through the mangroves. And the last time I came from her house, I was like had to go slow and step over everything because there was a dozen iguanas suntanning and they don't move. They don't
No.
give a shit.
Okay.
That was Jose's Corner too. I think that's what they put the sign up. Jose's Corner with the caricature of a iguana.
They had their spot and I guess they just figured out that you weren't going to step on them and they did. They were not scared that they were like they were the sand puppies. They were everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it was a pretty special place. Nothing was too high. My place was, I was on the second floor, and looking out on my patio, there was a square pool. And everyone on the lower floors, and I mean, there was only maybe 6 units in each building, maybe 8. I don't know how it worked. And if you were on the lower floor, you had the swim out that you could swim
Yeah,
the loop.
yeah,
And then there was,
open up your sliding doors and get into the pool right out of your room.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
So it's a really pretty place, really pretty place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. It was great, and the facilities were good, and of course, Laura was in the presidential suite, which was like a whole apartment, huge apartment, and
Yeah.
so we did our facilitation in her living room because it was big enough, and then it overlooked the ocean. I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
it was pretty spectacular.
We did some dreaming, some manifesting.
Perfect.
So we are already planning for next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we had 12 people. I think we're going to take it up to 20 max. And so, yeah, if there's any inkling, I think we're probably going to have it filled within the next month or two. So, because I think everybody that came is already saying yes. So we may have 5 or 6 spots left, but it's going to be a yearly event for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was good. It was really
It was
good.
really good.
So what did you guys get up to while we were gone? I guess we haven't seen you and Mishawn in 2 weeks. So what have you been going? What do you have going on?
So I finally saw the dentist last week, so that's one of the things. They basically referred me out to a periodontist, so I've been trying to take care of all that business, and then on top of it, also have some other kind of whatever sinus stuff going on that may or may not be related to my teeth, or it could be cedar allergies, or it could just be I caught a bug. I'm not sure what. Of course, caught it while I'm on antibiotics, so I know it's viral or allergen. So that's been super fun.
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah. Just in general, I mean, I did want to be in harmony with the season this year, but this is not really the way I wanted to do it. Number one, and number two, my job really is not allowing that. I'm pretty sure I shared kind of what happened with my job when I got back last time. And so as a consequence, it looks like most of January they want me on the road unless we can hire someone before then. I'm not excited about that at all. I don't like, I have my dog is going on 14, and I really don't want to do that much travel on her because it's
Hard on them.
Yeah. And I don't really much like, you get a raise and you're like, yeah, this should have been for what I've been doing for the last 4 years, not here's a raise now, here's a bunch more shit to do. And that's just been, me trying to manage that and how I want to be in relationship with that and trying to make some boundaries and stuff for myself as well. So like earlier this week, I was like, I need to be in town this week, and then I'm doing something on this day. So we're going to end up having to shift this. And I was really honest with them about there's one particular task that is outside of my comfort zone. And it's not what we normally do. And so I was just like, if there's anything you can do to help me get ready for that so I can feel more comfortable with whatever it is you want me to do, or the expectation there, then I would appreciate that. Just stuff like that. So that's been my primary thing. And then I guess the other thing that's really weighing on me right about now is I have a firewalk on deck for the solstice, and I've been under a burn ban, and it's not likely to lift. Like, there's no rain in the forecast, except for one day, and it's not likely to be a soaker. So just trying to figure out if I want to just go ahead and have a glass walk, which is what I'm leaning towards right now. But I did have people coming in also from out of town to like help tend that I don't have a job for them, kind of with the glass walk in the same way. So just a lot of, and then it's like, how much do I want to advertise if I haven't changed it yet? Because if I start pushing it in the community, I'm probably at this point in the game and how deep we are kind of in the drought that I'll probably get some pushback. And I just am kind of like, what do I want to do here? Marketing and pushing it out wise. So yeah, that's the song I'm on right now.
Mishawn, that made me feel really tired. I'm tired for you.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Laura said something today about the law of open cycles.
Yes.
And it sounds like you have a lot of, it's kind of like having all these tabs open on your computer and you don't know where the music's coming from and you don't know which one to close and stuff. So it sounds like you've got a whole bunch of them open and you need to say no, maybe, right?
Yeah.
You need to say this isn't whatever. You need to, there's and there's some severity with each of them. Like she said, the first is the easiest. Finish the little things and tick them off your list.
Yeah.
And then a little harder, and then the ones where you have to say no, can't do it. I said yes, but I have to say no and change my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I lift you up in healing and peace. I hope to just give you peace because that's a lot. You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. I feel like you're walking through mud upstream right now. So hopefully we can help you shift that energy. And how hard would it be to just say, we'll do it next month? Like, does this, how attached are you to the firewalk?
I mean, I have no problem just like shifting it into a glass walk. That's fine. It actually probably relieves a little bit. It's just whether or not I can hold the people who've already said they wanted to come. And then I have to also have a discussion with myself about pricing because I usually charge less on the glass walks.
Why?
Because they're harder to get folks to come to. And so that's where I've been. Not that anybody knows that has been, and I've been trying to, it's a, because I'm so far out in the boonies, that's part of my kind of trade-off there. Yeah. So, and that's here, right? Like, my return firewalkers, the price wouldn't have been any different, but it's like the one person that's new, again, he doesn't know any different, so does it matter? Right, at this point, no, probably not. And it's not like that I can't make it worth $77. The glass walk alone is, but for whatever reason, it sometimes feels like the firewalks are more work. And in some ways they are because of the help and the resources that I pull in for it. But it's just, again, another personal hurdle, I guess, or agreement or something that I need to assess and get over.
Well, the glass walk that you facilitated for us, well, for me, the one that I was there, that was profound. That was profound enough for me to write a blog about it.
Yeah, you had said that last time. So I mean, or one of the times we've talked. So I really appreciate that feedback. So
And now that I've kind of rebranded, la 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 la, maybe I will find it and repost it, and feel free to use it in your advertising as a testimony if you need, because
yeah, yeah,
I think, like, this is how we help each other. This is what we were
yeah,
talking about in
yeah,
our dream program. This is how we help each other,
exactly. Yeah,
right? Because I can hear that you're literally saying that it's different, and it's harder to sell. But for me, that was way more profound.
yeah,
It is such, it's just another modality. It's not better or worse than fire.
right,
Whatever people
right.
need, it is another tool in your toolbox that is just as powerful. Like, I don't know if you remember that because you've done so many, because it was my only ever.
Right. No, I
I
remember.
remember
Yeah,
it very
yeah,
viscerally because it's my only experience,
yeah,
right? And I remember Serena freaking out and taking forever, and then, like, the guy that was there with us, like, and I wrote about it. I think that's why I remember it so much, because I wrote every single piece of it that I could remember, but that's how impactful it was for me.
yeah, yeah,
So don't minimize that medicine,
yeah.
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yes, yes, it
And
is.
and once and you said it too, doing a fire walk is a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of prep, and having to pull in other people and all of that. And once
Yeah,
you have your glass, it's easier. But just
yeah,
because it's easier doesn't mean you charge less, because it is still like, I don't have to prepare a whole fire walk to transform people. Like, I'm I got 3 video testimonials. You'll start to see, I'm starting to, like, put them out on social media. I put out one this morning,
yeah,
and I changed that man's life in 10 minutes. And he has been sitting in the Brave Healer circles with some Toltec shamans that he has been to lots of places with.
yeah.
And in 10 minutes,
Right,
I cracked him open, and I had no tool
right.
but my heart and my energy.
Yeah,
So don't minimize the glass just because it's easier to set up than the fire.
right, right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's powerful. And, whatever we decide, that we can figure out to do to facilitate together, I'm hoping there's a way that you can do a glass walk, because I loved it so much.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So, yeah, it's a little bit more visually powerful with the fire, but I think there's ways. I think, because both Anne Marie and I are so fucking blasted open right now. We could create a whole sensory thing that could accompany the glass walk that nobody else is doing.
right. Yeah. And I've done, and that's some of what, it is a whole workshop. It is a 4 hour, 3 to 4 hour workshop still. So it's not,
Exactly.
yeah, like it's just show up and do the glass.
Right.
So, yeah,
Yeah. And so, and the way you facilitate it is part of the medicine. So I just I guess I just want to reflect back that it is as powerful. And that day, that was more powerful for me than walking on fire, because we did both. We walked fire and glass that weekend,
yeah, we did.
but it was the glass that was more powerful for me that weekend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So just stepping into that power.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. But we know what happens when you're hurting, especially when it's in the face and the neck and the jaw and that area. Like we know your energy just goes because you're in pain.
Yes, this is true. And yeah, that's just one of the things I've been struggling with right now. And have had to like step back on the workouts and stuff to get in, trade off, right? Like getting more rest, less workout, but realizing like I got to work out this morning and realizing how critical it is for me, and realizing it might be the wrong thing to trade off, meaning if you're having to trade off something for sleep, it might not be the workout, right? Like that is too, if that's how, I'm just realizing how critical it is for my mental health. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Christina, are you still at work?
Yeah, I tried a couple different computers and nobody liked the school site.
So you're on your phone?
I'm on my phone now. I had a laptop first and I couldn't get the microphone or camera to turn on. And then I went to my desktop and I can get the camera to turn on, but I couldn't hear you guys. Like the volume's on. So, and then like trying to figure out how you fix all that stuff in settings when I'm already walking an edge right now.
Out of
Like,
10?
well, maybe an 8, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, if I can't get out of here by 5:15, I might not make it home, so I have to stay.
Yeah, there's snow in Calgary now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had one day where there were over 500 collisions on the first day of snow in our city.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the day before I got there, and I was like and then when I left here, it was -15, and then when I got to Tulum, it was +30. It was a 45-degree difference.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know how weird it is to walk through the airport with, a down winter jacket and mitts, and it's 30 degrees in the airport?
Uh,
I took a chance and left all that stuff in my car. I thought if it's snowing or shitty at home, I'll just do my best and get to the car and put my down jacket and my snow boots on, that I
Yeah.
didn't have to worry.
So funny. So funny. Yeah. So I have with school right now, I am I am having trouble posting every day and all of that with everything that's going on. So I know way back in the beginning when we started, we talked about maybe everybody taking a day and posting one thing. Where are we at? Do we have capacity to do that? Do you want to do that? What does that look like? I want to talk about that.
I didn't know about that.
Christina did it once last week, and then it reminded me that we
yeah.
did talk about that.
Oh yeah, and then I did read and talk while you were gone too.
Right. Yes.
So, but yeah, right now I think for until Christmas, my capacity is probably pretty maxed out.
So
Mhm.
start in January, maybe.
Yeah, let's start January.
Yeah, January, I think a whole bunch of things are going to change. I am in talks with Laura at Brave Healer Productions, moving into a partnership with her and running an arm of her business.
Cool.
So that will, and I will bring it into the school. So that I think is going to bring more engagement. I already have two of the Brave Healer authors that have joined in the last 2 weeks. So I think we're going to start getting an influx of Brave Healer people coming over.
Mhm.
So that's, I think, another reason why I'm starting to think, okay, we need to build structure, because once we get these people in, then they'll get to know us better. And then when we create, because I will also be in charge of helping create retreats, which will include all of us, right? If we get them big enough, there's usually 3 or 4 assistants or people that are doing it together. And so, and that's why I was thinking if once a week we start, and it could be literally just one sentence. What do you think about this? And then just monitoring the street. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big, like 10 minutes a week type thing, just poking your head in. But, as leaders, it's also a place to practice that, right? Without having to spend the money to make their own school or whatever. Like, this is a good place to practice that, and to get people to know us. And when these authors come in and want to build retreats, they'll know, oh, hey, I can go to Mishawn if I want this. I can go to Christina if I want this. Oh, Anne does the chakra stuff in Reiki. We could go to her for this. And I want the group of us that started this together to be the go-tos when they need experts in a certain field. That's kind of the thought process. So that means being more visible. And yes, this is not the best time to start, with it being 2 weeks before Christmas. But if we plant the seed and just kind of lick and chew on it over the next couple of weeks, when January hits, maybe we can start structuring that a little bit more.
Well, I know too, I wanted you to help me get my page up and running too. So there's
Right.
some of that, because I'm busy learning LinkedIn with my new business coach. So I'm
Exactly.
a little overwhelmed with that.
Yeah, you need to get that dialed in first.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm paying her the big bucks. She comes first.
Yeah, but I'm seeing some more events in our future.
Mm-hmm.
I just and so this the Dreams Resort where we stayed, Laura has like membership, so she gets really good deals. Even though it's like really high end, she gets really good deals. And she's made it clear that if we want to book something, to book through her so that we can use her benefits.
Yeah.
And with that, she has access to places all over the world. It doesn't have to be Mexico.
Yeah.
So we're going to have options to play. So now it's just like, where do we want to go? What do we want to do? How do we want to recruit? Let's set it up and let's go. That's the plan.
So, just a circle back, I just want to ask Anne Marie. You said you're having to create LinkedIn stuff.
I hired a business coach, and she uses LinkedIn, and like, it's crazy the interaction I'm having with people, just the way she's created it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious. I mean, I have to have one, but I don't actually interact or do anything over there.
Well, and what's I mean, I'm not in the position to teach you, but I have the possibility of teaching you, because it says right in there, you've paid for this. This is yours now. You can teach this.
Oh, yeah. No, I have it for my day job. I'm not on there for my other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
I would consider.
Yeah.
I would consider that, because what we're learning in these other business groups that we're in, and that's what we do. We bring our information to share with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn is going to be the way of the future for people like us. Facebook and Instagram are slowly dying, and LinkedIn is where all the action is right now.
And it's business. There's no algorithms. It's just business. I like it.
So
yeah, I guess I'm so only exposed to one business stream that it's kind of boring. Mine's boring. So
right. Well,
There's-
if you find us, I didn't know you were on there. So find us, hook up with us. And I'm still learning too. So I'm pretty much the only stuff that I'm sharing on Facebook is the stuff that I use Instagram and it just automatically shares it to Facebook. But I'm slowly merging over onto LinkedIn because that's where the money's going to be. That's where the businesses are going to find us.
Yeah,
And this,
I'm just really surprised to hear this. LinkedIn has been around for so long, and from my side of it, like the things that I've been hearing about it are bad. People aren't able to fill positions, when you're using it for job postings and things. You're not getting quality candidates and
I think that's
um,
happening everywhere, actually.
I
I
think
was at
that's the
lunch
world.
with a friend of mine, and the owner was bringing us our food and refilling drinks. So
yeah,
they were
yeah,
having a real, and same, right? We figure the last day we were at the resort, they must have been short staffed because the service dropped like 100%. It was
Yeah.
hours for food, it was shit food, it was whatever.
Yeah.
So I think
Hmm.
it's everywhere, not just LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Something was definitely going on the last day. And I don't hang on to it because the 6 days were epic.
Yeah.
And they screwed up one meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think something is shifting with Zuckerberg and all the stuff that's going on with all the bullshit political stuff. It is starting to affect the social media platforms. This is what I'm hearing. And Laura got kicked off Facebook for no reason.
Yeah, she
10
posts
years,
nothing controversial, nothing, and
10
gone.
years of her business gone. 10 years of her poetry writing gone. And when she tried to get it back, they said that she was underage, lying, and like this stupid bullshit stuff. And like, so for any second, all of your social media can be taken away on Meta. You have no control. You don't own it. And in a snap of the finger, they're taking it away. And we're literally watching Laura, who is a multimillionaire. Her whole business was potentially crashing because Facebook just said, nope, you're done. And she's not going to get it back. And so
And she moved to LinkedIn.
she's making the move over to LinkedIn. And she said within 2 weeks of moving over to LinkedIn, she is getting more views, organic views, more interactions, and more. Like there's just already in 2 weeks, she is seeing, after 10 years on Facebook, she is seeing more numbers in the 2 weeks. She said it's blowing her mind.
I know I'm blown. My mind is blown. Like this is, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
So something's shifting. I agree with you. I've been on LinkedIn for over 10 years too, and have never even really figured out how to use the platform. But they have groups like LinkedIn has all the
Oh, yeah,
things Facebook has.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's my LinkedIn profile is centered strictly on my day job. That's not this. There's a couple of people that I follow on there that are in this kind of realm, but other than that, it's always been focused on my day job. So
Well, maybe you want to be a shapeshifter there.
yeah, I mean, I can always make it for my business too. It doesn't have to be for a personal.
You could have 2 accounts, one for your business and one for your other world.
Yeah. I just, again, I don't know how much I'll be honest, once I phase off, if Facebook and Instagram die, I just don't know.
Exactly.
I don't
Yeah.
know that I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's probably not an option that I have to engage with something to stay connected, especially from a business standpoint, but from a personal standpoint anymore. I just don't. A lot of why I went on there was to stay connected to family I'm really far away from, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, like if they're not posting, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm, all the
And you can't
whatever. I
find
know
your
you all
family
know.
now on Facebook now. You pause on a dog video and you're going to get thousands of dog videos. You pause on a
Yeah,
beach video and you're going to get 1,000 beach videos. You can't find your friends no matter or family no matter what. You're like, get
Yeah.
rid of all this
Yeah.
shit. Where did all
Yeah.
this shit come from?
Yeah. 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 They took the personal aspect out of it, and they're just shoving advertising and AI in your face now.
yeah, yeah.
I'm watching videos now, and at the end they're like, "Oh, and this was AI," and I'm like, "This was real." I don't even like scrolling it anymore because you don't even know what's real anymore.
Right.
So there's that.
There's that.
Yeah.
It's all of it's changing and
Yeah.
it's obvious, right? To
And
me,
we're
the
watching.
AI is really obvious because you watch them go like this to reach for a cup and their hand goes through.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or you're petting a
Something's
dog and it's
good
like
and
your hand vanishes in his head
Yeah.
and you're like, wow, magic. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's
We're
this all
literally
changes.
witnessing the next generation, as
Yeah.
it's unprecedented times on earth, and sometimes it's hard to be stuck in the middle because we're literally the void. We know what it used to look like, and we're watching it try to merge into what it's going to look like. And are we going to like it? Is it going to work? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just sit back and eat my
But if we're
popcorn and
ready
watch.
for the ascension or whatever that looks like, then we're already hopeful for whatever systems work and we are creating them with our intention. At least that's my belief is that and I may not be the right person for this because maybe we're this close to being telepathic and we don't need any of this.
Exactly.
Right? Actually, we're all telepathic. We've just lost
Christina
our
and I do it all the time already. Like,
I'm sure. So do we need any of this?
yeah,
We'll see. We'll see. But
we
you're
will
right. We're
see.
in the void. We're in the
It's an
void
adventure.
between whatever's happening.
Right.
All I
We're
know is I'm really being pulled to gather people together in these, like the retreat type
Yep.
sessions. And it is like an energy boost. Like, didn't you feel, Anne Marie, while we were there, that you got completely filled up?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
came through in a lot of your all's photos. I don't, whether you intended for that to happen or not, but it just looked also rather authentic. From that standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fill was real.
Yeah.
And you guys know how dark this last year has been for me. I bawled so, like, I'm gonna cry again. I bawled so much because I was just so fucking happy. I
Yeah.
was so happy. I just couldn't even help myself. I was singing and dancing, and my inner child was a front and center. Like, Anne Marie had ice cream for every fucking meal,
The
and
best ice cream
we
ever.
just
Oh my God.
we just totally honored our inner children. And we'd go into the buffet area and literally put our hands on our stomach and say, "What does my inner child want for lunch today?" And we go to the kids buffet, and Anne Marie had like noodles and cheese, and like we totally allowed our inner children to run most of our days, because when do we ever get to do that? And it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And humans need to remember that. We
Yeah.
talk about it. We sit in our circles and we talk about it, but we don't ever give ourselves the time to live it. And I took full advantage of it this time, and I was singing and skipping and how many times a day did I say, my inner child wants this? Me and my inner child are going to go do this. We need a nap. Me and my inner child need a nap. Like, she was front and center the whole week, and it was so much fun.
Yeah. And so healing to be in such a safe place with safe people. And if you didn't want to attend anything, you didn't have to. There was no pressure for anything.
There was no, such a beautiful, beautiful container.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So it reminded me of the gym camps. It reminded me of hanging with the gym kids. It was that energy. That's what I brought to the circle. And I was allowed to and encouraged to, whereas before it was always subjugated and shut down. And we had a blast.
Yeah, we sure did.
Lots of healing in the most fun way I've ever had it done. So I've always known there could be a better way, and this I was allowed to experiment, and I was allowed to show some of my gifts this time, and it was a hit. And so now I want to do it again.
Want to go play some more.
I'll go play some more.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. And we had a meeting today a couple hours ago, and for me it was I've been to a number of network marketing events where you come home and you're all revved up, ready to call your mother to come join your team. And you come home and you just sort of go, oh, I'm back home. It's back to normal. It's back to I suck. It's back to whatever. And that's not happening. Our frequency was raised to a new level, not outrageous. There's no peak, there's no dropping, right? We were just raised to another level where we can live on a different plateau now. And and do the work from here. And not work like on ourselves necessarily, but we're going to work from this frequency. This is what I want to do with my business. And you're going to attract those people right away, right? Yeah. Why wouldn't they want to hang out with me, you, them, whoever? So it's not like I'm home and I'm, we all know the feeling, and then you just crash, right?
Yeah.
They lift you up to a place that you just can't.
You can't hold it.
Can't hold it. You'd have no practice holding it. So we were just bumped to a new frequency, and this is the new normal.
Yeah. And there was a deeper connection with the inner children, and that is why we're able to hold the frequency, because it is us. Mm-hmm. It's just a remembering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quite marvelous.
It was great.
Quite marvelous. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then now, Mishawn, how close are you to Dallas?
It's a 4 or 5 hour drive.
Okay. On the catamaran, I met a couple from Dallas.
Yeah.
And just lovely humans, and it doesn't really matter their backstory, but it was just so funny that as soon as they said they were from Texas, I was like, and Mishawn's on the boat.
Mishawn's presence is here.
I just wish all our people were here. I meet these new people. Where are you from? Texas. Shit. Perfect. Thanks. Great. Of all places.
That's right.
So,
Sweet.
And then once I told them about because that was the day that the Unleash Your Joy, or the Joy Unleashed book, also launched. That's why we were taking pictures with the book. And
on the catamaran.
On the catamaran. And that's why they stopped me, and they're like, what are you doing? Wait, what's going on? Why do you got a book? Why do you want nosy Parkers, right? They want And so I told them it was a book launch, and then got into the stories and and then after, standing there for about 20 minutes talking to them, they're like, do you do retreats? And I'm like, yes, I do.
They were lovely.
Yeah, they were lovely, lovely humans. So he's a realtor and she's a mindset coach, and they were both bodybuilders.
Okay.
And they serve the bodybuilding community. She serves about 250 people, and they're in Dallas.
Okay.
So, there's possibility there too, right? So, yeah. Lots of things.
Cool.
Lots of things.
Yeah. Very excited.
So I guess what I want for homework this week, you guys are more than welcome to join in on the homework, is just trying to find and maintain that vibration. And what's the next step? Show me the next step. Where's the next cosmic breadcrumbs? Because so much dropped in. I'm very curious to see where, because we're in the void. right? We're all in the void right now. So, and literally just finishing, closing out this 9 cycle, stepping into this new space, this big, huge new moon, last super moon of the year just happened. So as we're coming out the other side of that, what's that going to look like? What it's that creation space again. And having that temescal and meeting those 2 shamans, there was also some very interesting Toltec dreaming for me, because I don't know if you ever noticed the snake ring that I would wear on my middle finger. I had a snake ring that wrapped around, and then it had a labradorite head.
Okay.
The girl, it was so powerful. At the end of it, I gifted her. Her name was Kunda, short for Kundalini, and I'd been dreaming snake medicine with Jose for the last couple of years. And when we went to go into the sweat lodge, she had an altar down, and I put my ring. I asked her if I could put my ring on the altar because you'll burn the metal. No jewelry, right? And so I took off all my other jewelry and put it down, but my ring wanted to go on the altar. And so I asked permission. I'm like, is it okay if I, and she's like, of course, it's a snake. Of course you can put that on the altar. And so we're in there, and Madre Sarita showed up. And she said to me, you're done. Let it go. You're done. Like, done with the boys, done. Your apprenticeship is over. You're done. And so then I sang some songs, and then the male shaman closed us out with the song of the warriors, and he sang, and I lost it. I had my own release while he was singing. And when we came out, I gifted her the ring. I'm like, I've been told I'm done. Or before that, she said, yeah, I've really been looking for medicine. And that was such a powerful pound. She thanked me for singing. And she's like, I've been looking for medicine, and I've been reading Beyond Fear by Don Miguel Ruiz. And that was my hit. And I'm like, you need to have this ring. And she started crying, and she's like, I've been looking for medicine, and now you're literally giving me this. And I gave her our book. The Shamanic Leadership book is now in her hands.
Yeah.
And then I gifted him my Peruvian rattle from Jorge. And I graduated myself out of my apprenticeship. I'm done.
Yeah.
So that was a big deal.
You should have seen Kunda and Angel talking and walking. They were like friends that have been separated for 100 years, and they had so much to catch up on. It was like, oh my God, and they went swimming, but they never got too far apart. And it was like, then they walked back out again. It was magic. It was magic. These two, you would have loved it.
She was an incredible human, and I cannot wait to see her again. I felt like I found a sister from a long time. Yeah. And we even looked the same. Like there's a video of us online, and yeah. But in the book has my website, and I said to her, because she's like, I need a new teacher. And I'm like, well, I just gave you my book. So read the book. And if you feel called, I'm like, I would absolutely love to work with you. Come see you. I'm thinking in my head, I'll just come live with you. Like it was that close of it was an instant connection for sure.
It was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, she's a pretty special human. And I really hope she reaches out and you know, whether she comes here or like when we go to Tulum next year, I'm going to make sure that she gets to be the one to host. And then maybe there could be, because there's villages that you can go and tour and whatever. There's tours you can go through the authentic villages. Like, I don't know where she lives or what she does, but there may be more with her too.
Yeah.
And then both Anne Marie and I fell in love with the guy. Oh man, he was special.
Mhm. Yeah.
They were angels. They were amazing, authentic, real deal, not your taco shamans at the end of the street kind of people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
the real deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was a very special thing. So I think if we just keep dreaming into this and what we want it to look like and how we can all come together and serve in a group, I know it's going to, well, we manifested this with Laura, so I know we can do it. It's just going to be very cool to see what the next step is going to look like.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you got anything over there, Christina?
Anything? I don't know. I'm just tired. It's the end of the day.
Yeah. Yes. I'm excited to go to bed tonight too. As much as it was exciting, it's still exhausting.
Mhm.
Have all y'all been sleeping well?
No.
Me
No.
neither.
No.
Okay.
And
I
I
was
usually
just
sleep really well. This is my Stairmaster. I get
Yeah.
on it in the morning without even thinking. I'm just on it.
Yeah.
And usually by the end of the day, I'm worn out. I crash. Nope. I've been waking up all different times of night
Okay. Yeah.
and dreaming weird shit and whatever.
Yeah. And in Mexico, I was so excited. I'd try to go to sleep and I'd lay there till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd have my alarm set for 8. I'd wake up at 6. Like, I was only sleeping 4 to
Yeah.
6 hours, and I'm a 10-hour girl. Like, I love my 10 hours. I was doing 4 to 6 hours and was still full of piss and vinegar and going all day. I was just running on love and excitement and energy the whole time. I barely slept. But now that I'm home, I'm tired. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I guess the only dark thing that happened, and it's not even really dark, Laura and I got something,
Right.
whether it was bites or an allergy or ate something wrong, or we're not sure, maybe the UV rays from the sun. We still can't figure it out what happened. But I had a huge blister on the top of my foot, a whole bunch of bites around my ankle, and then another blister on like just the side of my right boob. Laura got the same things, left foot, right boob.
Interesting. But yeah. Sounds
Exactly
like
the same spot.
spiders.
Do you think that's what it was? Spider bites?
The bigger one, the smaller ones, I would have, I don't know. If you guys were in the sand, it could have been sand fleas too.
I
But
was thinking like no-see-ums or the sand fleas or
but not
whatever.
in just one location on your body. Yeah.
But yeah, and the boob, exactly the same spot, same size, same,
And
like,
a
I'm just
raised
like,
blister, like a burn blister.
yeah,
Or
it
like the
was,
rubbing on your shoe, the one you get on your heel kind of thing.
yeah.
Big. And did Laura go to a doctor when she got home or no?
We both did. I went to the
Did you?
doctor too. And this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That was Laura's foot.
Yeah, it was horrific.
Jesus criminy. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it. That is not sand fleas. No. Yeah.
Right?
No. So what did they say it was?
Cellulitis,
Mm-mm.
bacterial infection. Her right
So
foot
it's
got,
probably just like something picked up in the water or
well,
the sand. Yeah.
we thought she either stepped on coral or
yeah.
jellyfish, or because we were snorkeling. We also thought maybe like, they washed the fins with bleach and they might not have washed all the bleach out and then it burned her skin. We're not
That's
sure, but we had to call the doctor to come up into her room because she couldn't walk.
yeah.
So, that happened the last night we were there.
Wow.
But and then when I got home, I got home at midnight, and the next morning I went to urgent care here, and they gave me an antibiotic cream and Benadryl as well. Mine's like 10% of what hers are.
Yeah.
But she looked like she had elephant feet, like it swelled up and it was really bad.
If you were
So
there for a week and it happened after you snorkeled, it seems very much related to the gear probably that was rented.
that was my first intuition hit, was that it was from the flippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then that doesn't explain the boob.
Well, no, but that I think they're separate, probably and
Could be.
unrelated, but maybe
Could
not.
be. So what I've learned for next year, we're bringing bug spray next year. Or long socks.
You're not going to
Because
wear.
for
Young
3
Living
nights,
has
I
a
almost clawed my feet off, so something has to happen. So we
Young
need to
Living
figure
has
out how.
products for that. It has a bug
Yeah,
spray and it has an after bug spray or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. So, that's the one thing that I'll make sure I tell everybody is there's something that bites, and so we need protection against the biters.
The ankle biters.
The ankle biters, we don't need ankle biters. So, yeah. So dreaming into what that looks like, where we want to go. There was a couple people there that really want to come to Canada, so they're pushing me to come up with a Canada retreat plan.
I know of 2 places in BC.
Oh, there's so many.
I know.
Mhm.
That actually reminds me, I actually am meeting with someone this week. I believe it's Thursday. Just someone who hasn't done a firewalk since they were trained and wants me to come up and support them on their first firewalk. That's
Fun.
Quebec.
Oh,
Fun,
in
fun.
Quebec.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on the other end of the country.
Yes, I know how everyone else in Canada feels about Quebec. So that's why I said, but it's in Quebec.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quebec is beautiful, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. When are you doing that?
That's she wants to do September. She's targeting. So
Fun.
Very
see
cool.
how I
Very
can support
cool.
her best. Yeah.
Well, there is another girl that was at this retreat so our main event coordinator, her husband had to have life-threatening surgery, and so she had to find somebody else to be the event coordinator for us. So it happened really fast. Nobody knew who she was.
Yeah.
Laura just trusted that
Yeah.
whoever was going to show up was going to be fine. And so this girl, we get there. Laura and I were there a day early, and Tony was there. And so we're like, so who are you? Like, you're the new girl, but like, who are you? What do you do? She happens to be a producer. She has been on sets, Family Feud, like those kind of game show things. 4 or 5 other ones, but for some reason they've left my head. But big ones that are on TV that have been on for a very long time, big shows.
Yeah.
And she is a part of the TEDx circuit. And so
Oh, and
she
soap
lives,
operas or something.
and soap operas, yeah. And
Yeah.
she lives in Texas.
Huh.
And so she is doing a TEDx prep kind of thing. You come for the weekend. She puts your whole TEDx together. She does your marketing, your headshots, your all of the things.
Right.
It takes all weekend. And then because she's in the TEDx scene, you're guaranteed a TEDx spot.
And you have also mastered your talk at the
And
same time.
she helps you master your talk.
Yeah.
And I had it's never really been on my radar. And I was saying to her,
Yeah.
like, I'm the one that puts the babies on the podium. I've never really been called to do a TEDx. And she just looked at me and rolled her eyes. And she's like, are you kidding me? You understand this is your next step, right? Like, you have to do this. And I'm like, well, I don't have to do anything, but if this is what's going to get me seen and going to get my book sold so I can make some money, she's like, no, you absolutely have to do it. And so then we sat down at lunch one day and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'd talk about, this, that, and the other. And so, she's a fucking pro. She pulls out her camera, her phone and sits it down and hits record, starts asking me all these questions about my life. And then she's sitting there with her jaw dropped. And then after we're done, everybody at the table was just staring at me and they're like, that's really your life story? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so this is the name of your TEDx talk, and then we're going to write a book about it. And this is going to be a New York Times bestseller. You have no idea the gold you're sitting on. And I'm like, you're right. I absolutely don't.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Very exciting.
So apparently there's a TEDx in me.
And a New York bestseller.
And a New York bestseller. And I'm like, are you just really good at blowing smoke up people's butts, or is this real? Like, is this real right now? Am I living a real thing? Like, is this real? But that happened at lunch. It happened during lunch. So she said she was going to send me the notes. Okay, so here's the next AI piece that you guys can get on. You know how we're always trying to dictate and they say, dictate and then put it somewhere. She uses, and she's the professional that does this and works with speakers. They are using an app called Otter AI. OTTER.ai. You can get it on the Google Play Store.
Yeah.
And that is, she said, one of the best dictating apps out there right now. And that's what she uses with all her clients. So I haven't downloaded it yet, but because we just got home, but I'm going to download that and figure out how that one works. So that's going to be our next AI tool.
Cool.
So lots of things, lots of fun and
to
cool
go.
things.
I'm tired.
I'm too. I'm ready for bed.
Yep.
Same. Christina still has to drive home.
I know. Well, luckily she's not too far away.
Okay, good.
And rush hour should be over now, right?
That is
It's 7:15. Huh?
definitely a benefit, that rush hour.
Yeah. All right, loves. Well, it was great catching up.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Love
Okay,
y'all.
wonderful evening. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
You going home now?
What? I
You're
gotta
gonna
make
go
sure
home?
that I gotta make sure that they finished packing for this last